Want to dominate every FPS game you play? Whether it's Valorant, CS2, Apex Legends, Call of Duty, or Rainbow Six Siege, the fundamentals of mastery are the same. If you learn these skills and apply them, you'll improve faster, win more fights, and become a force to be reckoned with. Today, I'm breaking down everything you need to know to master any FPS game. Let's get into it. Every FPS game has its own mechanics, but the core fundamentals stay the same. These are aiming, movement, game sense, and mentality. If you master these, you can adapt to any shooter, no matter the playstyle. Let's break them down one by one. First up, aiming. This is the single most important skill in FPS games, and it comes down to three things: crosshair placement, tracking, and flicking. Always keep your crosshair at head level and pre-aim common angles where enemies are likely to be. This way, you don't have to move your aim much when an enemy appears, making every shot more accurate. For games with fast-moving targets like Apex or Call of Duty, smooth tracking is key. You want to follow your enemy's movements with precision, rather than over-adjusting or spamming your aim. For games like CS2 or Valorant, where quick reactions matter, you need to practice flick shots, rapidly snapping your aim to a target and firing in one fluid motion. Low sensitivity gives better accuracy for precise aiming, while high sensitivity allows for quick turns. A balanced setting, where a full mousepad swipe gives you 180 degrees, works best for most players. To improve, spend 10 to 15 minutes daily in aim trainers like AimLab or Kobox, or warm up in your game's training mode. Good movement can be the difference between life and death. If you stand still, you're an easy target. But if you master movement, you can outplay opponents even if their aim is better. Here's how. Stop your movement just before shooting by tapping the opposite direction key. This resets accuracy and allows for pixel-perfect shots. Bunny hopping lets you move faster and makes you a harder target by jumping in a rhythmic pattern while maintaining momentum. Slide canceling allows you to maintain speed while making it harder for enemies to track you. Quickly exposing a small portion of your character to bait out shots and gather information without committing to a fight. Master movement, and you'll be harder to hit, harder to track, and harder to kill. Raw aim alone won't win every fight, you need to be smarter than your opponents. Game sense is about understanding positioning, enemy habits, and making the right decisions at the right time. Knowing every choke point, cover spot, and rotation path lets you anticipate where enemies will be and take better fights. Footsteps, gunfire, and ability sounds tell you where enemies are before you even see them. Always use a good headset and train your ears to pick up on audio cues. High-level players don't just react, they predict. If you know an enemy just got a kill on one side of the map, expect them to reposition or rotate. FPS games are often team-based. Whether it's covering angles, baiting, or trading kills, playing smart with your team wins games. Your mindset is just as important as your skills. If you tilt easily or panic in clutch moments, you won't perform at your best. Here's how to keep your mental game strong. Breathe. If you find yourself panicking in high-stress situations, slow down. Making the right decision is often more important than reacting first. Instead of blaming teammates or bad luck, ask yourself, what could I have done better? Self-reflection leads to improvement. Playing while fatigued or tilted leads to bad habits. Take breaks and make sure you're in the right headspace before playing ranked matches. If you really want to master every FPS game, you need to train effectively. Here's a simple routine you can follow. 10 to 15 minutes of aim training, flicking, tracking, crosshair placement. 10 minutes of movement drills, counter-strafing, bunny hopping, slide canceling. 10 minutes of game sense review, watching pro matches, reviewing your own gameplay. Play with a focus on improvement, not just winning. By following a structured routine like this, you'll improve way faster than just playing mindlessly. Now you have everything you need to master any FPS game. Focus on crosshair placement, movement, game sense, and mentality, and you'll improve faster than ever. If this guide helped you, make sure to like and subscribe for more tips. Now get out there, apply what you've learned, and start dominating.